You know what? Those individuals trying to get you to turn your backs on the Democrats just don't tell you the full scope of things, and we have short memories sometimes. Did you know that the Biden administration had to go back, reopen diplomatic channels with the Palestinian Authority, which had been effectively frozen under the Trump administration? Yep. Because the Trump administration butchered diplomacy because they sent someone fully unqualified to do it. What do you ask? Was the Biden and Harris's response to violence and conflict within the region? They absolutely called for a ceasefire and emphasized the importance of protecting civilians. Matter of fact, the U.S. provided aid for Gaza's reconstruction after the conflict. Not only have they spoken out with regards to human rights, but they engage with international organizations and forums where Palestinian issues are discussed, compared to the Trump administration's policy, which was to remove ourselves from these institutions. They had to go back and basically fix the relationships that his administration broke. But let's get into just a few of the specifics that the major news outlets don't focus on. And you can tell by their sly headers that they are absolutely attempting to tear down the Harris candidacy by the way of just how they're wording their headers. Did you know, or do you remember, in 2021 when Israel imposed a blockade that limited the entry of goods, including humanitarian aid, into Gaza, that the Biden administration took several steps to make sure that the humanitarian aid reached Palestinians in need? It's funny how we allow disingenuous profiteers to negate these actions. Not only did they apply diplomatic pressure on Israel so that humanitarian aid can get into Gaza, they also urged Israel to open border crossings to allow the delivery of essential goods like food, medical supplies, and fuel. They provided funding to UN agencies and other NGOs to support these efforts. They used international channels like the United Nations and the Red Cross, which already had existing channels and agreements with Israel to facilitate the delivery of aid. These organizations often already negotiated access to areas embroiled in conflicts, so they are sometimes able to kind of go in and operate in situations where direct government aid might be blocked. Because remember, Israel is a sovereign nation, which many people forget to take into account.